Hi everyone, Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We're going to be watching more Star Wars Rebels today. We are getting close to the end of the series.
Yes,
So
we are.
close.
So close. I mean,
Yes.
I'm so sad to be honest. I really like this series, and anytime we get close to the end, I am excited but really sad at the same time because I want to see everything,
Oh, yeah.
happen in a good way. I want like a good story, a good ending at the end. But so we're on episode 13 of season 4.
Yeah.
We're still heartbroken about Kanan.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We are.
Sad.
We're going to always be
No.
heartbroken, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting closer to Sidious, which is not good as well.
Ezra was able to open up the portal on Lothal. He was able to open up the temple through a portal.
That's right.
And the Lothal wolves were animated. That was a really cool
Isn't that
technique.
interesting?
My
It's just a different style. I mean, we haven't seen that kind of gateway to get into a temple before. So I wonder what Ezra's going to find inside.
I know it.
Is it going to
It's
be
knowledge.
kind of like how when he went through those spatial terrains with the wolves, when he went through like that cosmic energy before? Is it going to look like that inside of there? Is it going to look like a ruined temple, like something where it's a stone underground?
Right? Are there wolves
knows?
in there as well?
Yeah, are there
guide
wolves in
him.
there too? Because they seem very spiritual. They're really connected with the Force. And Sidious really wants in. So is he going to make an appearance in this to try to get in?
Hmm.
You know?
We'll find out.
So we were questioning before about the Loth Wolves once Kanan passed, and that one big one was like, I am Doom. And we've seen Force Ghosts before, I mean, this is before Obi-Wan passes, and, but we have seen in Yoda, but here, like, later on, we see them become that. And I wanted to see more of Kanan. I mean, it's still too soon. He just passed. But we saw him supporting Hera, so he is around. But talking to Ezra, I think it makes it more mysterious, I guess, that it was a Loth Wolf communicating. Because I really do think it's him saying, I am Doom, literally.
Yes,
it makes
I
me
believe
feel
that
like
too.
Kanan was
Yes,
speaking
Kanan.
through the wolf to talk to Ezra instead of just being a ghost Kanan being like, hey, this is what you got to do. Not that he would say that, but I think it's more emotional that way to be like you find signs in life, to be like, your loved ones are still around you trying to guide you. And I know the Force... we have a lot of evidence that we've seen with our characters that, it is an actual thing. But it is a nice notion to be like, oh, wow, well, yeah, it could be in many ways that they're always watching out for you instead of having a blunt, like, ghost right in front of you saying, like, this is what you got to do next,
And also, Kanan was having a stronger connection with Lothal before he died. So it would make sense that he would be a Loth Wolf because he was having that connection. And Ezra's from Lothal. So it's, I think it's a great mesh between the Force and the Loth Wolves that he would be one, so I think that would be very fitting for him.
And I do have to say, I finally brought over some of my Disney Infinity characters. Hopefully they're not cut off on the camera. I didn't see that they were before, but who knows in post.
Yeah,
but
I cut them
anyways, a lot of them are there. I think, all the Star Wars characters, not behind me, but I need to bring more over. But I wanted to bring mainly people that we've seen in this series. So I think I'm missing a few of them, but I would love to bring Obi-Wan and Anakin over too. And I have Kylo Ren and Poe. Oh yeah, I have Rey, I have Finn. I'm like, oh yeah, I have all these other characters too. That's right, because I used to show you guys on Zoom here and there when we were watching the Clone Wars, right? But then I have all these other Disney characters, and it's a lot of fun. So we can start mixing them in the background. Woohoo.
But you don't have Hera.
Yeah, I don't have Hera, but she wasn't actually made. That's why I
right.
don't have her.
That's
Yeah,
right.
because she was in production, and then Disney Infinity stopped producing their games or something. So that's the only reason why I don't have it.
That's
though.
right.
Not that I was trying to collect every single one, but and I didn't see Rebels before now until the channel. So I was playing Disney
right.
Infinity way before that. So I wasn't even looking for Hera because I didn't know she was the thing. But I did say in gosh, what was it? The Bad Batch, that I was like, I think I know Hera from somewhere. So maybe she was in the game itself, just not as a playable character. Because I did see her somewhere, wherever it may be. But anyways, like, yeah, so I knew those characters from playing the game, but I didn't know what they were about or anything. So very cool.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So shall we get into this episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, let's do it.
Yes.
All right, so 413.
What is this place?
A conduit through which the entire force.
Oh, yeah.
What you need, you already have. Unfortunately, you seem to be letting it all go.
I won't let him lose his way.
Yeah, it's Kanan.
Yeah.
It stopped.
Surrounds us, penetrates us, and binds the galaxy together.
That voice.
Uh-oh.
I don't like this one
voice.
bit.
Please sit. You know, the Grand Admiral has spoken highly of your talents. You know he's acquired a small collection of your work.
I'm flattered.
Now tell me, how did you open the portal?
I'm smarter than you.
Kanan Jarrus, or Caleb Doom. Such a pity he chose the path he did and fell to such a meaningless end.
You think you're powerful? He couldn't open the door, but Ezra could.
Your friend is not safe. The Emperor will find him. It's only a matter of time now. He who controls it controls the universe.
Yeah, so just cannot get in there.
Oh boy.
What about Ezra? Did he get inside the temple?
Honestly, Zeb, I don't know where he is. And I doubt he does either.
Whoa.
Oh right, jeez.
That was like Kylo Ren, isn't it?
Hey, I've seen you before.
Oh, yeah. It's the daughter.
Yeah, whenever Ahsoka was around.
Yeah.
You're always close by. What is this?
Oh, yeah. That was such a terrible moment, huh?
So sad.
What? He just ripped her out of that?
Now, these three figures appear throughout the Jedi's recorded history.
They're archetypes.
The father, son, and daughter. So do not mistake my pleasant demeanor for weakness.
Pleasant.
Painting has changed.
You noticed that, huh?
Do you care to share what their significance is? How is it that you can read it?
I'm smarter than you.
Where were we?
Forced it out of her.
Jeez.
She's like, I'm gonna kill you all. So he actually saved her from that then. Wow. Yay, she's back.
Ahsoka? You were fighting Vader. I saw you in there. So I grabbed you and I pulled you out of there. Morai?
She's an old friend. I owe her my life.
Oh, that's the daughter, yeah.
Now I owe you that as well.
These are mobile command centers, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I love his laugh.
Chunk, you keep an eye out for Ezra.
Like a world between worlds.
Yeah. Caleb Doom? A wolf named Doom? What does it mean?
Perhaps Kanan's will is still at work through the wolf. It's not impossible.
But if it was Kanan who sent me here, then... I thought I was sent here to stop the Empire, but then I found you. I can save Kanan just like I saved you.
Ezra.
Always don't lose.
Yeah, but he actually was killed though. She wasn't.
Yeah.
Battles leave scars. Some you can't see.
This way! I can stop Kanan from dying!
You don't know that.
If I can change your fate, I can
That's
change...
going to
Yeah.
the dark side, though.
That's
That makes
what- yeah,
that's what Anakin did too, you know.
The explosions.
Yeah. And he saved you
I
guys.
can reach him.
I'm asking you to let go.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking, but you have to.
Kanan found the moment when he was needed most, and he did what he had to do. For everyone.
I wish I could see my mom and dad. Why can't things be like they were?
And it's still glowing.
I can't go with you.
Why not?
Perhaps I can.
Oh, I hope he's not really there. Is he connecting? Oh, I hope he doesn't find a way in. I hope it's just him trying.
Creepy.
Yeah, I know. He's so evil, honestly.
What about the owl?
A servant of the daughter, or possibly the daughter herself, when acting as a spirit guide.
I know that language too. Sorry about the mess.
It's coming soon.
Crap, watch out! Oh my god, it's like deja vu with freaking Kanan.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Evil.
God, he's so good at being so
He's
evil.
phoning in right on her.
Wow, look at
Take that.
Domatera! God, that was close.
My
Yeah,
gosh,
it
it sure was.
Help me. He's acting like he's talking
No,
to Anakin.
don't let him take you.
Oh, no.
Oh, he lasted him.
Come and find me!
I will. I promise.
Ah,
Oh, boy. Ooh.
yeah, where is she right now?
Yeah.
Back in the temple?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Where's she? Oh!
Great, he's back.
Come on!
Da-da-da!
Oh, you don't want to get caught in
I
the net.
know! Woo! Famous scream. Ah!
Don't stop him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chopper. Come on. Huh.
Okay, they did it.
Oh,
No.
wow, yeah.
Good.
Heck.
Uh-oh, you're going to be in big trouble now.
What he fell into.
Oh, yeah, look like he did.
Down with the
God.
ship.
He was going to die anyway.
Yeah, God.
The Force will be with you. Always.
Where are we?
The temple.
Oh, wow. It's just a marking.
Where? In a way, Kanan showed me. One last lesson.
Oh, she kept holding her shoulder, too.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Kanan.
Uh-huh. That went by so fast.
It did. Well, thank God.
Ah.
Oh, jeez.
Thank God Sidious
the
didn't
music.
get in there.
The
That's
music's
what it
been
was.
really, I mean, it's always good during this show, but like it's
dramatic.
really changed the last few episodes, and you can really feel the weight of everything, you know?
Sure, everything's. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's such a great job, you know, it's really well done, and just the temple being gone, I mean, I feel it's sad because it means that like all this history with like Ezra and Kanan unlocking it and learning things from it, and it's been there for a long time.
Knowledge.
And he hopefully permanently locked it, which is great
It's
because
wonderful because they were so close to it.
yeah, and Ezra is almost like the protector of this ultimate place that you want to, that has like the ultimate power of not just like space and time. Like it's just crazy. And the Loth Wolves had that capability, not as strong, but you know, they were connected to that temple.
That's right. They were the guardians.
Yes.
Yeah, they were the guardians, and for Ezra to actually access it and to have that full control. Not that he wanted that, but I'm like, that's so terrifying. God, if
And
Sidious
that's
got a
what
hold
Kanan
of that,
wanted him
Yeah.
to do.
everyone would just be in hell, you know,
Yeah.
if Sidious got that. But he was close, so I'm glad Ezra closed it, and there was still a symbol on the ground, so I feel like it is locked, but there's, it's still a memory, and it's still there, and hopefully will never be accessed by evil.
That's right, like that.
And Ezra saved Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, yeah.
That is incredible!
Yeah.
So, I started to say something, and I stopped during the reaction part, but, it was a quick scene, but when Ahsoka and Darth Vader were fighting originally, I mean, that was a great episode because how tragic, because Anakin and Ahsoka were, apprentice. I keep saying apprentice now, but, they were teacher and Padawan and, master and Padawan. And they really cared for each other. They were like brother and sister. They really cared. And to the point, like, he's not Anakin anymore. He's Darth Vader. And we saw a part of Anakin come back in a brief moment when he was like, Ahsoka. And he's like, and then he said, join me. Then he was Darth Vader or whatever. And then she's like, I am no Jedi. And she fights him back. But it was really hard for both of them. And when that whole scene took place and Ezra's like, no, and the wall closes, we see another scene of Ahsoka stumbling and walking into like a small triangular door. And it's really quick and it's very subtle during that episode. So it gives us a glimpse of hope that she survived. She could have possibly died there. I was thinking like, oh, that could have been a thing. But we saw The Mandalorian, so we know she survives. Yeah. But so that was a heavy scene. So here, we saw a quick glimpse of her somewhere. After she jumped through the portal, past the temple, right, to run away from Sidious. And she's like, may the Force be with you. And she got up and started stumbling. And there was like another triangular door behind her. So I was kind of like, crap, maybe all of that already took place and was supposed to happen. And that's what they showed season 2. And that was a long time ago. So that was already planned in the works. So I don't know if it was the same and maybe, area, but I think that was the scene.
Yeah. And it could very well have been, because now Ezra's seeing it from that point of view where it's just mind-blowing, because it's like, he was meant to do that, and through Kanan, he was able to do that. But unfortunately, he thought he can go forward and, save Kanan as well. And thank God Ahsoka was saved beforehand, and, she talked him out of it. No, he's supposed to do this. If he doesn't, you're all going to die.
Yeah, and that's a great thing to see too. I mean, as sad as that was, and it is tempting. You want to save your loved ones, and I'm so happy he was able to save Ahsoka, and it was almost like it was meant to be. She didn't die there, and if I am right, if she was, after she said, may the Force be with you, and was stumbling back into that door, and that was the same scene as before, then she was meant to be saved, and she could have possibly died if Ezra didn't pull her out from that moment. So that's like incredible to think that way, and to make that okay, but not to save Kanan. I mean, it was really hard for him not to do that, but Ahsoka was right, and there's certain things you cannot help, you cannot save, because it was a moment in time where he sacrificed his life to save everyone else, and they all would have died.
Yeah, it was a crucial moment. There were other lives at stake.
Yeah,
that's for
other rebel lives at stake, so he couldn't have done that. No. Whereas it was only her life at stake at that moment.
Yeah. How crazy. I mean, he could have just, if he had more time there, but he's not that kind of person. And I think that's why, even though he has so much power, Ezra wouldn't just be greedy and start plucking people out of portals to try to save them if they weren't risking other people's lives or saving other people. Because that could really, it might be a good thing, but it could also be a really bad thing, chain reaction to things,
Right.
But
changing time.
It was fun to see Ahsoka back in this, and having a connection with the daughter, which we knew, but to actually see how deep of a connection it is after all of what the daughter did to save Ahsoka and Anakin. He saved her too, when she almost died a long, long time ago in the Clone Wars. And just to have that come back and see this, and now she has like this spiritual guide that's been with her, the bird. And and that's the daughter. So it makes me think, because Ahsoka is so powerful now, but she is almost like an angel. Like, she's like the light of the Force. And then Darth Vader, unfortunately, is like the devil. He's like the darkness. Sidious mainly, because...
Sidious, oh boy.
But it's just incredible just to see that.
It is, and it's interesting that this portal was of time and space. So it makes sense that we would see that time, that he can change that time. He changed someone's life just by going through, just going through that one portal and grabbing her at the last moment, you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
And he didn't have enough time, and this is bad because I really like Anakin. He was a good person. He really was, and the dark side consumed him, and he completely changed, you know.
Constantly.
But I'm like, can you imagine if Ezra could just go back in time and kill Anakin and just like not even have like all these deaths? I mean, Sidious would probably find someone else, but Anakin was like the chosen one, you know. So, but it just wasn't in the cards, and that's not, you know, really keeping the balance, I guess. But
we'll take a
although the balance is really not in balance at all.
God.
Yeah, but that whole realm, I'll say, like, was actually pretty freaking amazing to see.
Oh,
it was so bizarre. It felt very like celestial, just like you know, just walking. It's just like all space. You just see stars. It's all black, and then you have these glowing lights of trails that you follow, and you walk on it, and it
lights
almost
up.
like
lights up.
It's almost like water too, as well. You know,
yeah,
like
it's very beautiful,
water.
elegant, and heavenly in a way. You know, and just it's a cool idea. It's a really cool
and then
concept.
you hear, you know, surrounding you is just voices of other Jedi. Past
I
Jedi.
love that, because we even heard like Obi-Wan's master. We heard Obi-Wan, and I love his
Yoda.
voice from the Clone Wars, but that was
Yes.
like the movie voice, or from this show too. I don't know if it's the same voice, but that was cool. We heard Yoda a lot, and we heard Kanan a few times, and Anakin. There was a lot of people. We heard Ahsoka briefly,
and Obi-Wan, I was going to say, he was talking about Leia. Yeah,
and then Leia we heard, and then Kylo Ren, I'm sure, because again, it didn't happen yet, but it's all space and time, so like time isn't linear at this point, you know, like he's connected to everything. He went back to the past, and here he pulled Ahsoka out of something that happened a long time ago, and then she's like, wow, you're like a lot older now, like how weird is that? She's like, what?
Yeah.
You're like, wow, I'm still so young too,
gosh,
thanks. But the whole concept is pretty incredible, and Sabine is a tough cookie, I gotta say. Like, we know that already, but just to keep her composure like that, because she's a great warrior.
She told Sidious too that she's smarter than he is.
Oh, not Sidious, that was the other guy. Yeah, that's
that was the
he kind of looks like him a little bit, but
He was
he's like the minion.
And because he loved, you know, artwork, and he relished, and he just wanted to know so much, and he was just so, you know, enthralled of what she had to say. He just wanted to know so much more, and he was just so crushed when it was just closing before his eyes.
Oh yeah, that part was
that was really
That's right,
really sad to see for his point of view too, because he just loved the artwork and
That's right,
and I like the way that he was interrogating Sabine, because it was so different too. I mean, then he went to brute force after that, but you know, he's like, don't use my pleasantries or whatever he said as like a form of weakness. You know, like you have to work with me, otherwise there's going to be a price to pay, kind of thing. And Sabine was like cool all the way through, and she wasn't really giving him any information he didn't already know, but that was actually bad for him, because when he was trying to have her help him, he was actually giving her information and helping her solve in her head, oh, the sun helps close it or something at the end. And she probably would have figured that out, because like she said, I believe she is smarter than him, haha. But you know, that extra information helped her realize that, and to tell Ezra to do that was good, because time was very limited at that moment.
That's right. And Zeb loaned him his back.
Yeah,
my
literally,
back,
you
get
know.
there.
That was cool. And I like how it does
chopper.
take time. You can't just like fist pump or like, you know, just tap the fist. Like you have to focus. And the last, you know, when Ezra passed out and everything turned white and you heard Kanan, you know, that was nice, you know, to hear that. And then with Hera and Ezra just looking over the temple being gone, and like Hera really coming to terms that he is gone, and Ezra seeing the Loth Wolf at the end, like that was just so, I guess, wonderful. Like that was a nice, sad, but nice thing to see.
Yeah,
to have closure.
like she's always going to be there for him, though.
Yeah, like so that was really nice.
The wolf. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the team worked so well together, and Chopper was amazing.
Chopper
like,
was
they're going to be looking at grinding up, and they're going to be like, ah, that famous yelling that we always hear from
Yeah, that's
troopers when they get hurt and they fall off stuff. They're like, wow.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, very good episode. I am very sad we're getting towards the end of this series, but I can't wait to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So thank you guys so much for watching. May the force be with you, and we'll see you very soon as always.
Bye.
Bye guys.